It's Rob!
Tony!
And I'm Jeff.
We're in gaming!
And that's you!
Hello gamers and welcome back to the Inn. I'm Rob.
I'm Tony.
Or Warshack if you want to call me that. And I am joined by Tony, like you just said.
I don't have a special name. I'm sorry, I'm just Tony.
And we're going to be doing Aggro Shaman today. This deck is definitely found on ladder a lot. Very popular deck, very cheap to make. And
Only Shaman on deck. Shaman on ladder. Is what I'm trying to say. Shaman's on deck, bruv.
So very cheap, very effective, and if you're playing ladder and you play against a shaman, you can basically assume it's going to be a rendition of this deck. There's not any mid to late game shamans on ladder right now. If you do, it's very unusual.
Yeah, Totem Shaman lasted all but 2 weeks.
Yeah, and then they realized it wasn't a thing and it wasn't very good. So off this opening hand, we might keep the Rockbiter if he has maybe a Northshire, but definitely getting rid of the Death Lord. Actually, just fuck it. I don't think we should get rid of the Rockbiter. Even if he plays a Northshire click, it really doesn't matter because we should be able to overcome that with another Rockbiter.
Yeah, that works out.
Having the Doomhammer it's good to have it because it's so amazing. On turn 5, you playing Doomhammer, deal 4 damage the following turn.
Just draw into it on turn
yeah,
5.
It's better to draw into it, like Tony said, on turn anywhere between 3 and 4.
Play that guy. So he.
Well, that was a nice top deck of a 2-drop.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So there was really no explanation behind that. We're not going to play Flame Tongue. That'd be dumb. If he would have lived, we would have probably played Flame Tongue the next turn and then Rockbitered that, because Rockbitering a Whirling Zip-O-Matic is the same as Rockbiting your Doomhammer. The whole point is being able to get the max out of the Rockbiter, and with Whirling Zip-O-Matic having Wind Fury, he's able to attack twice, allowing you to get 6 damage out of your 1-drop Rockbiter. So over here, we're going to swing face, of course. He hasn't played a creature yet because he's playing Priest. We know Priest play fairly slow game overall. Normally, they play like a zombie Chow or a Northshire early on, and then maybe a turn 3 like a Dark Cultist, but he hasn't played anything, which makes me think he's definitely probably not a Dragon Mage. A Dragon Priest. And we can assume probably a Sledge Belcher and or a Zerdrake if it is a really bad Dragon Priest on turn 5.
True.
Or maybe turn 4. What would they have on turn 4? Like a Shadow Madness? Coin into Belcher. Yeah.
Nope.
Coin into Holy Nova, just to get rid of that Whirling Zip-O-Matic, which again, we would have Rockbitered. So turn 5, Doomhammer without a doubt. Swing for 4 with Doomhammer, and then of course swing with our Totem Golem. Some argue maybe playing the Piloted Shredder would be good because you put a creature on the board and you can always equip a weapon at any time and deal face damage as a creature does take a turn to, attack the following turn.
But we're going to be overloaded anyway with 4 mana. We can just play Shredder next turn.
Exactly. That's
perfectly on curve.
Exactly. So it looks like he's playing...
Why did you...
That's a weird card to play. So our options are to maybe Totem Golem as our Ancestral Knowledge, but right here the Shredder is definitely a better play. It's a stickier creature than a Totem Golem. Yeah. Even because of the Death Rattle.
Such a good Death Rattle. Mm-hmm. Unless you get not Millhouse Manastorm.
Well, why wouldn't you want Millhouse Manastorm out of a Shredder? Its battle cry doesn't go off.
I mean.
What did you mean?
I mean,
you don't mean
that's
shit.
The best case scenario.
So we're gonna Trog Totem Golem gets the overload, and then draw 2 more. It's gonna get more overload. And do we attack the 3/2? I'm pretty sure we do. It'll kill our Trog, which is terrible.
Yeah.
So definitely gonna at least put 1 onto the creature there, so he doesn't kill our Trog off. And then from here, next turn, I believe we're pushing lethal, definitely, because we can Rockbite. Yeah, we Rockbiter a weapon Doomhammer, which is automatic 10 damage, and then we can Flame Tongue in between the Totem Golem and the Trog.
And then necessary Lightning Storm.
Yeah,
or Lightning
Bolt, which will give Trog +1 attack. So just make sure when you're playing the deck and you're attacking with Trog to cast your...
Ooh, that's a light bomb. All right.
That's a card. To cast your lightning bolts and spells first so the overloads hits and Trog can attack. But this isn't too bad because from here...
Wait. I think... Is that lethal? Yeah, Rockbiter. Actually,
yeah. We Flame Tongue Totem next to the Totem Golem, and then we Rockbiter Doomhammer, and then we Lightning Bolt face. Even though he Light Bombed, we were still able to push lethal.
Oh, yep.
This deck just pushes... As soon as you get Doomhammer out and you have a Rockbiter in your hand and how many spells are in this deck, it's crazy the amount of damage you can pop out. Like, you really don't have to be a
Especially double Rockbiter.
Oh my god.
16 damage. Ooh.
16 damage. As soon as you like turn 2 Whirling Zip-O-Matic, turn 3 double Rockbiter Whirling Zip-O-Matic for 18 damage because he turns into a 9/9 or a 9/3.
Oh.
Yeah, so 18 damage on turn 3 you could potentially do if you get double Rockbiter Whirling Zip-O-Matic, which has happened to me before.
True.
So I'm feeling we might
even turn 2, man. If you coin it out and then play both. Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
But I mean, then
18 damage turn 2. I would just concede. That's like immediate concede.
Well, unless you're playing a priest who can maybe heal himself back up. But
Maybe.
we're playing against a hunter, so that bitch can't heal him back up.
No,
All right, so in our opening hand, definitely keeping the leper and the totem, putting back the doom hammer, and probably the lava burst. We're looking for creatures early on, not really spells and or weapons.
I see.
Yeah, so we got back the lava burst once back, so did the rockbiter last game.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's going to go first. Hopefully he doesn't play a web spinner. He doesn't, which is fan-fucking-tastic. Now we're going to leper gnome. Or we could coin into the... another option is to coin into the totem golem, but that's not really... There's no point for it right now, because normally we could coin into Doomhammer on turn 5 if we draw into it. And that's turn 4 Doomhammer. Ugh. So we're going to swing. Is it explosive? Frozen. So we're actually going to play Totem Golem, and we will not be playing that Leper Gnome probably anytime soon.
Not at all.
A 3-cast Leper Gnome, I'm not feeling it. So next turn, we only have 1 creature in hand, and all the rest are spells. We do have coins, so ideally we could draw into, like, a Spirits, but that probably won't happen now.
Nope.
So we're going to probably play Trog and then Crackle the Bear, and hopefully it hits for at least 4. It's just 3 to 6, so there's a good chance it'll hit 4.
Oh,
5.
yeah.
Okay. And then swing for 3.
And then
so many times does it hit for 3 for me.
The minimum.
Yeah,
you just have the worst luck.
I really
absolutely have the
like
worst
it seems
luck.
like in these videos I do fairly well, but you don't see all the other videos that I don't do so well.
Or all the moments in the office where Rob is sitting there. Did he just play multi-shot?
He did.
I haven't seen that since vanilla.
So we're going to go face. We played 2 taunts on
Classic.
Mana Curve. There's really no other card to play. We're not going to play Thalamus because we're not casting spells that turn, nor do we need to cycle for cards because we have Ancestral Knowledge in our hand. And then playing the Leper Gnome is just reduced value. Okay, so we played Sludge Belcher, which means Lava Burst to the face, and then we'll swing our 2/3 into it so it doesn't kill off our Totem Golem, and then he's going to take 5 to the face. Surprisingly, this deck does very well against other rush decks because of the 2 Death Lords in it. Most people think that Death Lords are a very control-type card, which are not a control-type card, but normally they're run in Fatigue Warrior. Maybe sometimes they run in like some slower Priests, but for the most part.
What is he playing? What?
Arcane Shot, that's value.
That's
he could be playing...
card I haven't seen in a while. That's just weird.
Alright, so we're going to Flame Tongue Totem in between these 2, Thalamus, and pretty much just go face. There's no reason not to.
True.
The fact that he played Healing Totem tells me he's probably playing Reno Hunter.
Because that's a thing.
It
could
be. He made it to rank 6. I don't know if he did it by playing Reno Hunter. What the fuck is this? He's playing all tech cards. I guess this has to be Reno.
Tech Deck Hunter.
Yeah, Tech Deck Hunter. And he's probably going to kill off the 2/2. Kill command off the 2/3. That's fine. That's some burst out of his deck. And he's going to swing his 3/3 into... Yeah. The other wolf. Okay, so from here, do we definitely probably Ancestral Knowledge first? See what we get. We got 5 mana.
Another Ancestral Knowledge is what I'm talking about.
I think do we draw some more? Drawing into a Doomhammer is pretty important, so let's see what this king draws to do. Myrtleton. I think we play...
Find out what power you got.
Yeah, I wish the Flame Tongue Totem didn't get fucking silenced. I think we Rockbiter kill the 4/3? But we save it for Doomhammer. I'm not sure. I think we kill the 4/3. The 4/3 is just going to be a hassle if we don't kill it now. Plus, we don't even have Doomhammer and then, like, making... I don't know. I just feel like killing the 4/3 was... it's just going to slowly kill... Like, definitely Shapeshift, because when we Shapeshift, it if we have a weapon out, it actually goes onto the weapon, giving it the weapon +1 attack. So, essentially, it's... the Hunter passive because it does 2 more damage instead of just doing the 1. So we'll Ancestral Knowledge for sure.
Might as well. Except
I mean, we're overloaded like fuck, but there's like... we can still play Shredder next turn. And or we can play our taunts, but I think we're going to definitely Shredder next turn, depending on what he plays. I still
have no idea what he's playing.
Alright, so he played Taunt and a Shredder.
Probably kill off Misha with the...
Doomhammer, can't play it.
Oh, damn.
Can't play it.
Yeah.
We're going to get through the 4/4 and just swing face here. He's going to have to swing his Shredder into one of our creatures, which is like really bad for him, and that's only because he's so far behind. And it's kind of sad that we've kind of thrown out all of our cards on the field, and yet our hand is still bigger than his.
Well, the double ancestral knowledge.
Yeah. Draw 4 cards.
You would be top decking right now.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so normally you'd be scared of a Savannah High main, but it's really not that bad. Because we've got 2 Doomhammers. So we're going to play the golden one just because it's better. And we're going to swing for 6. And then from here, do we kill off the Shredder with our Murgleton? That is the question. I think we do.
Probably.
I think we do. Or not. We're going to just go face. I think we do, though. What's the worst thing that could pop out of the Shredder? Another 4/4. We lose 1 damage. Next turn, we're still probably pushing lethal anyway because half the deck is spells. So we actually were... It's not too bad. We reduced the damage of him by 2.
All right, Rockbiter weapon. Here we go.
Another Savannah High main. So I don't think he's running Reno Hunter. I think he was running just some like a bunch of tech cards.
I don't know. That silence is weird. I don't know why you wouldn't just
the silence, the multi-shot, the arcane shot. Those are weird cards.
They're not even tech cards. They're just like really basic, not.
All right, and there's lethal. So as long as this isn't, no, it doesn't even matter. I guess it's bear trap. We wouldn't be able to attack twice.
Yeah, true.
But it's not bear trap. So we'll swing again. We'll lightning bolt face, and we will beat the weird hunter, whatever the fuck we just played.
I kind of like want to like say hi and be like, hey, what the hell were you trying to do there? I'm just curious.
All right, so rank 5.
Hell yeah.
All right, from here, I suppose
I'm like hunched over like.
Yeah, I'm pretty bad too. We're in awkward positions because I'm like off to the side and then he's like right here. So definitely a little awkward there.
What was the chick's name from Hunchback in Notre Dame? Isabel.
Hunchback of Notre Dame.
The chick, not the Hunchback dude.
Oh, okay, Hunchback Notre Dame.
What was her name? Like Marissa Bell or some shit like that?
Yeah.
He like swings from the rope to save her as she's about to be like.
Stabbed. Oh yeah, because when she was getting like tomatoes thrown out.
Oh,
yeah, she was in like in a play and they didn't like it or some shit. She was
no
out
idea.
in like the courtyard.
As you can tell, we are Disney fanatics. We are really great with our Disney movies.
It was like out in the courtyard area, and they were all throwing food, and he came in, and then they like saw him, and they're like, "Oh man, that guy's."
Pretty sure he had a tomato in the face.
No, he was getting the tomatoes in him. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I totally got that backwards. Why would they be throwing tomatoes at her? She's like a girl, and she's like not fucking Hunchback Notre Dame.
Notre Dame.
Damn.
Notre Dame is the college.
Eviscerate.
Notre Dame is the place.
Eviscerate.
Eviscerate.
Alright, so we're playing
Emphasize the C.
Oh, we're playing a Warlock. Definitely probably getting rid of the Shredder and the Death Lord. Keeping the Leper Gnome. Hoping he doesn't have a Mortal Coil. And then Wheezy. We're going to find out shortly if he's playing Reno.
Did you say Wheezy? Like Lil Wayne? I thought you just say Wheezy. Did you not say Wheezy? Okay, you did not say Wheezy. What did
Why
you
would
say?
I say Wheezy?
I had no fucking idea.
Caw-caw.
There we are.
Alright, so Leper Gnome, end turn. So hopefully, yeah. Ideally, he doesn't have Mortal Coil. Normally, Reno Locks do run a bit slower than normal. So coin into
Peddler?
a Dark Peddler. That's what I'm thinking.
Or
Dark Bomb.
Dark Bomb.
That's a little premature.
Alright.
Whirling Zip-O-Matic, man. Poor guy. He has no idea what's about to hit him. This fucking...
Hit him with that... Dude, he's my favorite card. Only because of the sound. And the double rock biter.
Watch him have another Dark Bomb.
Jesus Christ. Why?
I saw him targeting it, and I'm like, what could he possibly... Leper Gnome draw? Or draw Leper Gnome, yeah. Death Lord.
It doesn't really matter the order again.
Yeah, it does. Because if it was a Trog, I would definitely play the Trog over the Leper Gnome.
That is a point.
Because then I would draw into next turn.
You know, if there's any points you made, that's definitely one of them.
That's a strong point.
That's one strong point.
Marcier, so he is playing Reno Warlock, which means we have to move swiftly.
Gotta go fast.
All right, so
let's say draw on something.
I think we Flame Tongue and attack 3/3.
We do too.
Oh, we could Flame Tongue go face, but I think we Flame Tongue kill the 3/3, and then we put our Death Lord next to the Flame Tongue next turn, and then we draw 2.
Sounds good.
Actually, we put the Death Lord to the left of the Flame Tongue, and then passive. Right?
Oh, true.
Yeah. And we'll be, or we could draw a Doomhammer, and we'll obviously probably no. I don't know. Maybe we would play Doomhammer. I think we play creatures over Doomhammer at this point in time.
I think a Doomhammer would be nicer. That's
Doomhammer. Doomhammer kill the 4/2, so he doesn't kill our Flame Tongue totem, and we'll swing for face for 2. If we wouldn't have played a 4/2, I don't think I would have played Doomhammer in that situation because we couldn't take care of it so easily. But because we were able to like just completely destroy the big game hunter without We take 4 damage to the face, but it doesn't really matter in this kind of deck. So he's going to Corruptor. That's kind of sad. Flametone Totem never got any value. Alright, so we're Shredder for sure. Swing face for 4. Again, we could probably kill... I mean, we definitely could kill the Corruptor, but are we going to take 10 damage to kill a 5/4 to potentially do 4 damage next turn to the Shredder? No, we're not, because this isn't that kind of deck.
4 now.
We go face. We smork. That is the full
face
point.
Is so the place.
Exactly.
Another tech... Oh my god. Another tech wing.
Tech wing.
Tech...
Rip Direwolf. Never saw value in its life.
No, never.
Alright, so... Definitely kill that because we can. Now we don't have to swing it to it twice. And then I believe we Shredder, and then we Deathlord. And then we swing for the face for 2. So he can't even get through the Deathlord to kill the Shredder. Next turn, if he doesn't kill the Deathlord, we put a Flame Tongue in between it. We hit face twice, we draw a Rockbiter, we Lava Burst, we game over.
I like Deathlord against Reno a lot because there's so many Battlecry cards.
Brings out Reno.
Yeah, brings out Reno. Or
no effect.
Brings out
Alright, so obviously he used the double Dark Bomb already, so we can't expect the 3 damage from that, but he can Imp Implosion. That is always our Soulfire. So he's going to Iron Beak Owl that. Okay. Imp Implosion. Still a possibility. Heal Bot for 8. Alright. 28 health. Looks like we got to get through a little bit of health now.
You got to go.
Alright. So like I said, we will Ancestral Knowledge. Maybe draw into the Rockbiter. Maybe double Rockbiter. End it now. No Rockbiter.
Not at all.
Alright. So I'm feeling the Flame Tongue Totem in between these 2 creatures. We're going to probably use our Doom Hammer to kill off the 5/2. Maybe even the 2/1 to be honest, because him having the 2/1 still alive gives him the ability to kill off the Deathlord. Actually, no, never mind. Having the fucking anti-kill bot has 3 attack per target. Alright, so we're killing off the Corruptor. I don't see, like, it's just a good trade to make. It's only 2 damage loss. And then swing for 6, obviously. Swing for 4, which is a total of 10. And then do we kill the Iron Beak just because we can?
I think so.
I believe so. Because he's going to get through this, and then with that he will be able to kill off Thalamos or Totem, or if he has a Mortal Coil, he'll be able to Mortal Coil our Shredder. He did have the Mortal Coil, so I'm glad we killed that off.
True.
Because he would have easily made it through there, the taunt, and then swung into our Shredder.
Yo, Finley Mergleton. What's up, fam? I like how the only legendary 1-drop
is a fucking Murloc.
Actually,
so he's going to Soulfire. What's he going to discard? Azure Drake, that's a good card for it to discard because that cycles into maybe another card, which could possibly be Reno. He throws out the Twilight Guardian, which does not get taunt and or the +1 attack. Another Soulfire to the Shredder. What are you going to discard? A Twilight Drake. So he has no Drakes in hand, no cards in hand. Taps for the life at 16 HPs.
Another Mortal Coil, except he won't. Because...
Whirling Zip-O-Matic's nice. So I think do we just double Spirit and go fucking ham? Obviously, we kill off the heal bot with our totem. Not always do you go face. If you've got a good trade to make, you make the trade.
Yeah.
Like you don't be
1/1.
Yeah, you don't.
Something.
Yeah, you kill a 3/1 with a 1/1 that you generated for free. That's not actually a card. Like why would you not? And then obviously the 3/3 could smash through the 2/3, and then it would take out all of your totem or all of your taunts, leaving your Whirling Zip-O-Matic.
I concur.
So he has to have a Hellfire here. Like if he doesn't have a Hellfire, it's game. That's not a Hellfire. That's a Power Overwhelming. Oh, so okay. So he's gonna make it through 1 taunt.
2
taunts.
7.
And so we Whirling Zip-O-Matic for 6, 8, and then this was
this.
13, and then we had the potential to draw, and then Murgleton into a Hunter's passive. So there's another one under our belt.
Was that 3?
It was 3, but I believe we're gonna play again. These
Okay.
games are really quick. So I feel, what has it
Was
been
that
like
3?
5 minutes?
Yeah, no, it hasn't been. No, it's been definitely more than 5 minutes.
All right, 6.5 minutes.
It's been some sort of time.
Twisting another with Stone. I called that shit.
All right, so who are we gonna play?
Oh, man,
No, because we hit 5, and now we're 2 stars into 5. Oh no, we'd be 1 star into 5. Rip. I lied.
Let's try this again.
But we have played.
One
3.
of them needs to hit face.
Fine.
There
All right,
we
so
go.
you're playing
Yep,
against a
yep.
Druid.
Yup.
Woo! Twisting
Okay,
another with
well,
Summoning Stone. I called
Keep
that
Shrog,
shit.
get rid of everything else. That's what I'm
Oh
feeling.
man, that was fun.
Yeah, I'm still. Actually, we might keep Crackle for Darnassus Aspirant. Or get rid of it. Alright, we can keep it. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. We need Lightning Bolt.
Or Crackle.
Or Crackle again.
That's
How
like,
many times has this happened?
3 in just this deck guide so far. What are you gonna do, fam? Coin out the aspirant? No, you can't coin out an aspirant because you have coin. Happy Feast of
So
Winter.
or Ton of Trog.
You
Sure.
gotta say hello. Rob, say hello.
I don't want to fucking say hello.
Fine.
He's playing a Druid right now, and Druid is like my most like I like playing Druid, but
Hate
it's like
going
one of my
against it,
least
yeah.
favorite class going against. Because Tony, would you like to tell the Warrior story?
Oh man. So Rob was playing Control Warrior, totally winning the entire game the entire time. 15 health, 15 armor for a total of 30.
He did play the Darnassus Aspirant, so I'm glad we have the Crackle. Even though I put it back, but it knows. It knows. So
It
we're gonna
just
coin.
knows.
Actually, fuck the Crackle. We're gonna swing like this.
Hell yeah. That overload.
Yeah. So I guess he could swipe, but he coined into the. No, I coined into it.
Yeah.
So he
Yeah,
can't.
swipe.
There's no 2 coins for the both of us. There's
Yeah.
only 1 coin. So, wait, Wrath for 1.
Yeah.
Wrath for
draw.
1 to cycle.
Anyway, Rob's Control Warrior, 30 health. Druid comes up, 4 cards in hand. Guess what they are?
Swing for 4 in turn.
That's not what it was, but yes, that's what he did.
Okay.
Force of Nature, Savage Roar, Innervate, Savage Roar, with I think 1 card on the field?
Yeah, he had like I believe
I think
Ancient of Lore on the field.
Something. So for a perfect like 30.
Totem Golem, Whirling Zap-O-Matic, or do we crackle it? I think we Totem Golem, Whirling Zap-O-Matic, and we just go GG.
Not sure of the math right now because I don't really feel like doing all that, but it was game.
It was like 32 damage.
Well, not well over 30, but
Totem
enough to
Golem
kill
for
Rob.
sure. Yeah, moral of the story, 30 health against a Druid, not safe. 1 card on board, 4 cards in hand. You needed Savage Roar, Force of Nature, Innervate, Savage Roar. And he
that's
still had
exactly-
like 15 cards left in his deck, which was the sad part.
Yeah, it was pretty fucking
It was pretty
upsetting.
bad. So this field is looking quite nice against this Druid, to be completely honest. If he doesn't kill the Whirling Zap-O-Matic, I believe we might have game next turn.
See 3, 9,
Because we have
2.
Actually, no,
11.
because Lava Burst, we can't do Lava Burst and Crackle because we're overloaded 1, and we'll actually have 4 next turn. So unless we draw like another Crackle and our
Alright,
Whirling
what's that?
fucking
Oh,
Zip-O-Matic
there's-
just fucking
we're all
died.
dead. We're all dead.
Okay.
We're alive, but we're dead.
Well, there's a Lightning Bolt.
So much
Well,
burst.
alright.
Let's just
See what we
draw.
have. Yeah, let's see what we
Because
get.
Thanos
Alright,
is going to
Flame
die.
Tongue in between, swing face. The following turn, we've got 3 spells in hand, and we're overloaded 2, so we'll have 4 mana, so we can actually cast 2 of them if need be, or we can just wait it. We can actually just wait a turn, Thalamus, and just cast 3 spells and win. He's only going to be able to get to he gets through 1 taunt. He can't even kill the Totem Golem and or the Flame Tongue Totem unless he silences it. You already use a Raven Idol into what? You normally always use Raven Idol into a spell.
He used
So I guess he
Raven
could
Idol
have
to
potentially
silence.
swipe. He could swipe the Totem Golem. No, never mind.
That's it.
He's already attacking.
Battle Christ costs 1 more.
Yeah, that
2 more.
affects me so
2
much.
more.
That affects me so fucking much.
Yeah, you have all those battle
Wow,
cries, you know.
that's not.
That's Sludge Belcher.
Good. Yeah.
Sludge Bleacher. The infamous Sludge Bleacher.
I'm pretty sure Totem Golem actually just. Do Thalamus go face with no? Thalamus
Yeah,
go face with a
Crackle
Crackle, swing our Totem Golem into the sledge. No, so why
Well,
not?
then
The next turn we've got 2 Lava Bursts,
There's
and we
one
were going
final.
on to 7 mana, and we're overloaded 1. So if he doesn't heal, passive just doesn't even do it. Yeah, so he actually has to Ancient of Lore heal 5 right now. That's his only option, or Antique Heal Bot. I'm just gonna sit back for this one. I'm not even sweating. I'm not even sweating.
Sorry if I just fucking
We chilling.
I think there's a mosquito in your room and you fucking just annihilated me.
He annihilated you, Tony.
Annihilated me. Freaking Raven Idol. Such a good card. I think that was like the first Discover spell that they unveiled.
I'm chilling, Tony,
Dude,
because he has 1 mana, and I don't see him healing. Double Lava Burst.
hell yeah. We could switch
Just
it up.
target that.
Okay, we'll just end him
Target
quickly
there.
then.
We'll call it a day.
That's 3 games.
That's 4 games.
That's 5 games.
That's like 8 games.
Dude, we just did like 62 games.
Dude, we just did like 42 games. Anyway, guys, thank you for stopping by the inn. I'm Warshack. Hopefully you've enjoyed the deck guide. We actually can go over the deck now if you'd like to go over the
Yeah,
deck.
let's
Talk
go
about
over
a
the
couple of the cards. Okay. So, off the bat, we have our 1-drops. That's the Lightning Bolt. Obviously, with this deck comes with high velocity creatures, which do a lot of damage as quickly as possible, such as Leper Gnome and the Whirling Zap-O-Matic.
Even Tunnel Trog if you can grow
Yeah, so the
him.
whole deck is oriented over doing high damage quickly, and then obviously the Lightning Bolt. I'm kind of going to group these together because talking about one individually, they're all kind of packed together. So like
Right.
Lightning Bolt, Crackle, Lava Burst are kind of your burn spells after your creatures do their due diligence and hit phase. From there, you got your Leper Gnome, which is the other 1-drop. This, if you don't get for Sir Finley and or Tunnel Trog, It does 2 damage. Can't really
Yeah,
complain.
solid.
It's a 2/1.
Solid.
It's a solid card. You see it in most aggro decks.
Did you go over Rockbiter?
I guess we'll go fucking Rockbiter. I don't know why I skipped it. I was looking at Leopard and I'm like, look at that guy. He's like mean mugging me.
He's so ugly.
He's pretty
So
fucking
ugly.
All right, so we have Rockbiter weapon. Obviously, we want to aim to use this on the Whirling Zap-O-Matic, like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, and or Doomhammer, because you want to allow it to attack twice, so the 3 damage can hit again twice.
You get 6 damage.
You get 6 damage out of 1 mana, which is absolutely insane. So, of course, if you're going against like a tempo mage and he plays a Frost Worm or a Mana Worm and or like a Sorcerer's Apprentice, you have to kill it. You have to kill it. It's not bad to use that Rockbiter otherwise, but normally you want to kind of, if there's other resources, like use a Lightning Bolt instead. Normally use a Lightning Bolt instead unless you know they're going to play a taunt the following turn. So it all depends on the situation. From there, Sir Finley Murgleton. Normally, if you have like 5 mana, you would use your passive, place Sir Finley, and then use a second passive so you can get 2 passives in 1 turn.
Because he will replace it if you didn't know that.
Yeah. Normally, you pick up always the Hunter passive, and if you can't get the Hunter and you get the Druid's fine, but normally passives you do not want is the Rogue, and that is because once you have Doomhammer out, you do not want the Rogue weapon to override Doomhammer.
That would be horrible.
That's absolutely horrible. The Priest passive isn't too bad if you're going against another aggro deck. It definitely takes them by surprise, and you can make some really value trades. And the whole point when you're going against another aggro deck is board control. So you actually use some of your spells when you're going against an aggro deck to clear the field, not just burn face, which you normally do.
Right, because you're trying to get through to their face faster.
Because they have no field clear. So essentially the first person to have 3 or more creatures on the field that can just deal with the other person's creatures before they can attack wins the game.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
the whole point when you're going against aggro is to clearly just make sure you own the board. If you don't own the board, you better own it soon. From there, we got the Tunnel Trog. This is the 1-drop the Shaman class definitely needed. Every time you play an Overload card, whatever amount of Overload it gets, he gets an attack. So if you play an Overload 2, he gets +2 attack like we've seen when I played a Feral Spirit. So a good combination. If you're going second and you have Feral Spirit and Tunnel Trog in hand, turn 1, like we saw Tunnel Trog, turn 2, coin into Feral Spirit. It's a 3/3. You summon 2/2/3s on turn 2. Not many classes can deal with that unless you're playing against a Warlock who happens to have a Demon Wrath and or Hellfire the following turn. So that kind of takes care of him. The Ancestral Knowledge, because this deck is a rush deck and you are not able to draw efficiently and you're using cards very quickly, obviously you need to refill your hand.
Right.
Using it early on is kind of bad due to the
Slows
fact
it
that
down so much.
the Overload 2 kills you, but later in the game, turn 6, turn 7, because everything in the deck costs, below 4 mana. The Shredder's the most expensive creature in the deck. The 2 Overload doesn't really affect you later on.
Right.
But early on, destroys you. So just be cautious when you're using that.
Don't want that in your opening hand.
Yeah. Crackle, we've been over that. Blood Mage is a little interesting pick. I found it's a good cycle card. Definitely a card your opponent wants to take out. So if they go out of their way to kill it, you draw a card, and if they don't, your spells just do work. The extra spell power works really, really nice. From there, we got Flame Tongue Totem. That's kind of obvious. You definitely want to aim to put this between your Feral Spirits and or next to your Death Lord. Make sure you place your creatures right, because when you do place the Flame Tongue Totem, remember when you use your passive, the totems come up on the right-hand side, not the left-hand side. So if you're going to play a creature next to a Flame Tongue Totem, place it on the left-hand side. So when you passive, the totems go on the right-hand side.
Definitely.
Totem Golem, not even going to go over that guy. He's just fucking amazing. It's a 2-drop 3/4, so he's like a spider tank 1 turn early.
And he can beef up your Tunnel Trog.
Tunnel Trog.
Yeah,
so ideally, the best curve you could probably ask for is to go second, and then you Tunnel Trog on turn 1, Totem Golem on turn 2, and then coin into Feral Spirits on turn 3, because the Totem Golem actually sets you back 1 because of his Overload 1. So ideally, that's...
So it becomes a 2, and then he overloads 2 more. It becomes a 4/3.
Yeah.
That's pretty great.
So Whirling Zip-O-Matic, not going to explain that guy. The Feral Spirits, this is normally... In a rush deck, it would set you back kind of almost too far because the Overload 2, but because of the Tunnel Trog. The Tunnel Trog is what really set... you will find when you play this deck, the Tunnel Trog will get up to 5 to 7 attack.
For a 1-drop.
For a 1-drop. And, 3 health is... It may not seem like a lot, but it gets past a lot of cards. Like, Lepronome is a 1-drop, and it has 1 HP, so it can be Mortal Coiled, It can be used... a passive can kill it from, a mage and or a rogue or druid. It's very easy to kill, but Tunnel Trog, that having it have the same stats as Mana Worm is insane. We've seen how big some Mana Worms can get in mage decks. From here, Lava Burst, again, this kind of goes in the classification of Crackle and Lightning Burst, or Lightning Bolt. Death Lord. Death Lord is a very interesting card. It's the whole point of Death Lord in the deck is to stop other aggro decks. And this deck is how to explain this?
It really throws them off.
Well, it's not even throwing them off. It's just they have to trade at least 2 to 3 creatures in it, and or waste 1 to 2 spells to get rid of it. And not only does that cost them mana for the entire turn, the card it's going to bring out because they're playing an aggro deck is most likely not going to be that great. So they're wasting more cards to get rid of it than it's actually worth, which allows you on turn 3 in a rush deck, if you're wasting 2 or 3 cards on such early in the early game for your opponent to get rid of that. It's a good tempo play.
Oh, definitely.
Against, let's say, a control warrior, maybe it's not the best card to play, but again, you
brings
definitely...
out Baron. Oh,
yeah. So if you're playing against a control warrior, obviously you don't tempo out a Death Lord on turn 3. You kind of hold that back until you need to defend maybe a Whirling Zip-O-Matic that you plan to push lethal with next turn with a Rockbiter weapon. It all depends on the situation. Paladin Shredder, it's a really sticky creature. That's pretty much it. It's just fucking amazing. Even in late games deck, there's Paladin Shredder. In mid game deck, there's Paladin Shredder.
He fits everywhere.
He's literally just that card. And then Doomhammer. I think Doomhammer and Tunnel Trogger are what puts this deck together. Besides the spells, the Doomhammer allows you to deal a massive amount of damage so very fast.
So gross.
Yeah, as soon as you play Doomhammer on 5, you can do 4 damage, and then the following turn you're overloaded 2, so you have 4 mana, which means you can either Paladin Shredder and or play a 2-drop and then a 1-drop and then Rockbiter for another 10 damage. So essentially in 2 turns you can do 14 damage with Doomhammer with 2 cards, with Doomhammer and Rockbiter.
And if you don't, and no, it is an epic, so it is a difficult card to get.
Yeah.
So if you have 1, it's still better than none.
Yeah.
What would you say is a good replacement if you only have 1 Doomhammer? What would you put in extra? It's
maybe
hard, everything is duplicates
I would
except
say.
for the legendaries.
Well, there's a I'm trying to think of the name, but there's a 2-drop Shaman weapon. That's it. It's an Overload 1 2-drop 2/3 weapon.
Oh, the Storm Axe or whatever.
Yeah, Stormforge Axe. There you go.
The 2/3.
Yeah. So if you don't have that, throw in there. If you don't have, I would say if you don't have like Thalamus and maybe Sir Finley, some of the more expensive cards in the deck, you could actually throw in, what is it called? Argent Horse Rider or whatever it is. It's a 3-drop 2/1 Divine Shield charge. It's a common. That's seen in a lot of these decks.
Yeah, put next to a Flame Tongue Totem can push out 4 damage.
Yep. So I mean,
with Divine Shield.
Yeah, so you don't actually have to have Sir Finley and or a Blood Mage. For
it's just
deck.
nice because the Shaman passive is so situational and it's like the most RNG. It is the only RNG based.
Spell power, get the 1/1. Need the taunt, get the healing. It always seems to go against you. But anyway, that goes over the deck guide. Hopefully you guys have learned something. Sorry. Definitely let me know how it treats you on ladder. Definitely a really effective and cheap deck to go. Any last words? Fun. Any last words, Tony?
If you ever want to craft a golden card, Golden Pilot Shredder.
There you go.
You made an entire video just
I
about
like say that in every video. I'm like, if there's a gold card to craft that motherfucker. All right. Anyway, guys, thanks for stopping by the end, everybody. I'm Rob.
I'm Tony.
Or Warshack, and happy whatever the hell day it is.
I don't have a name.